Hi all you crafty people, and welcome back to a Friday craft day. Welcome back to my channel. Donna here. Well, if you're watching this Friday afternoon, I'm not here. I'm getting my second COVID shot. But I recorded this on Thursday, so you'd still have something to see on Friday. I mean, you know, out of mind, out of sight, out of mind. You know how it is. Anyway, and anyhow, this is March, so we're going to do some March cards today. But I don't have any anniversaries or birthdays for the month of March. So I'm going to do a couple of quite irreverent St. Patrick's Day cards. I don't really celebrate a lot of St. Patrick's Day, but I have a couple of girlfriends who I think would get a kick out of getting one of these cards. One of them's watching the video now, but I'm not telling her which one she's getting. So anyway, I'm going to be doing a couple of St. Patrick's Day cards today, and we'll call those the March cards. And then on Sunday I'll be back again for the first of our breakfast cooking episodes for the month of March. So I'm going to take you down to the counter. We're going to get started. I'm not going to chit-chat for a long time because it takes a little time to make these cards. And I will be back in just a minute, and we'll do some St. Patrick's Day cards. Back in a minute. Okay, so here we are. I have 2 card blanks ready to go, and actually I have generated the inside of these, but I will share that when we get ready to open them up, because it's kind of a secret. I'm going to start by making a mat. Let's just put one away for now. And I'm going to make a mat to go on here. This card is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And we're going to get a mat that is going to be 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, and that's going to go right on here. And then I'm going to take this piece of striped paper, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one at 4 inches wide. So it's going to be the same width as that green. And then I'm going to go up, let's see, one, two, 3 inches. So I'm going to go up 3 inches. But I'm not going to cut it straight. I'm going to cut one point is going to be at the 3, and one will be at the 3 1/2. Well, let me get that a little more. 3 and 4. So let me make it 2 1/2 and 3 1/2. Okay, let's see how that works. Okay, so that's going to go on like that. And then we will have our focal point, which is this. Isn't she a riot? Look at this. She's saying cheers, and she's holding a toilet plunger. So we're going to cut and color her. get this cutter put away. And I'm going to stamp her on, not that one. I'm going to stamp her on white cardstock, and then we're going to use a Cuttlebug to cut her out. Now I'm going to stamp her with StazOn, and that is because any coloring I do won't be affected by the StazOn. I think she's so cute. Oh, and you know, if you get a close enough picture, she's a riot. She has high top sneakers on. Just a riot. Okay, now, she's got this fancy dress on, but we're going to try a technique today I haven't shown you, and I haven't used it in a while, but we're going to do it. And it's called embossing, using embossing powder. And I'm going to get a piece of paper out of here. And I'll move that over there. And this pen has embossing ink in it, and what that is like a clear ink that is sticky and will make this embossing powder stick to it. But the embossing powder should only stick wherever I've put this pen. So I'm going to be doing that, and then we cook it with a heat tool. Let me get my heat tool. I forgot it. Hold on. Okay, this is heat tool. So let's start by using this pen. I don't know if it has two tips or not. Yes, it does. I think I'll use this one. I'm getting my glasses on. Okay. And you won't see anything here while I'm using this because it's clear. But I'm going to go all over her dress. But because this is, of course, a card for St. Patrick's Day, so now what we do is we just take this embossing powder and we sprinkle it over here. Now I don't have an embossing buddy anymore. I used to. It's basically a piece of powder, a little powder thing that keeps it from going on places that you don't want it. So I will put this back in the jar. And you will see the color change. As it begins to dry. I see a couple of spots that didn't get covered, but we can cover those afterwards. You see, there's nothing will come off now, but let's cool this down just a little bit. In fact, what I'll do, I think I'll do some coloring first. Let's give her some purple hair, purple highlights. Okay, I'm going to go back in here, see if we can get a little bit more on here. Okay, I think that got it. You have to remember every time to put this back in the jar before you turn on that heat gun. Otherwise, you'll have embossing powder blown all over your room, which is a mess. Okay, one more time. There we go. Now she's looking pretty classy. Okay, so let's see what else will we do here. We gave her some purple hair. And she has this jewelry on. We'll give her a little jewelry. Lordy sakes, that face. A face only a mother could love. She does have some red lips. Oh, I didn't get that shoulder, that arm. Now, let's see. I'm going to make her sneakers a little blue at the bottom. There you go. To see, I don't know if you can tell here, but her dress is shiny. So let's do this. this is a Cuttlebug. And we will take this little oval and cut that out. So I need to have my A plate, B plate, and another B plate. We'll put her on here and get that all situated. Oh, sorry, I need the C plate, not the B plate. The bigger batter. There we go. Oh, I'm just going to move this. There we go. And you see, she pops out with this pretty oval. Now, I'm going to put a background, so I think I'm going to use some of that green. And I have a bigger one. Oh, good, it just fits. The A plate. B plate, C plate, okay, and so now we have the green. And these come in sets. So these ovals, this is all of the ovals, scalloped ovals. So we're going to take our little girl here, we're going to mount her right there on that green. Isn't that cute? All right. Now let's take our pieces here. And I have got glue on my finger. But it's not going to show because it's going to be covered up by this paper. It's funny, I don't have any birthdays or anniversaries in March. Now I have this book, well let me put this on first. So we're going to just put her on. And I'm going to put it a little bit up towards the top. And when I'm rubbing on something like that, I always like to put a piece of paper over it so I don't ruin whatever I've got underneath. Now I have this little saying that I computer generated as I did the inside, and it says an Irish blessing. And I don't know if I'm going to, I could put that on there like that, I think. Or if I think I'm just going to cut it straight. I'll give it a little flag cut here. All right, now one more thing here. Let's see if this shows up. No. Let's see. I'm going to put these in the little scallops because it helps to show up that scallop, especially up here against the green. I think that's a riot. And it says an Irish blessing. Let me get this pencil back in there. And then when you open it up, it says, as you slide down the banister of life, may the splinters never point the wrong way. I love that. Happy St. Patrick's Day. And that is an Irish blessing. So there she goes. Isn't she cute? And I have another Irish blessing for the second card. And it's the same Irish blessing. I'll just cut that out before I get rid of this piece of paper. Here's card number 1, Irish blessing. All right, now I have the other card, and the other card is very similar. Same blessing on the inside. And on this one, I have this polka dot material, green and whatever. And we're going to make this one 4 by 5 1/4. So that's going to go on that. And then I have some very shiny green paper. And I'm going to make this one see, how shall I cut that? Maybe I'll do the same kind of a thing, only just with the green shiny paper. So we did 2.5. Oh, let me cut it 4 first. And I did 2.5 and 3.5. So that will go on here. And then my other stamp is another silly lady. I have lots of silly ladies. Here. Look at her. And she says hang loose, probably for obvious reasons. So this girl, let's see what we're going to do with this girl. Well, we're going to use some of that powder on this girl too, because she's got a perfect dress for it. So let's see how we can get a lot of good stuff on here. And this is a fairly new pen, but it doesn't feel all that wet, I'll tell you. Oh, she's covered nicely. Oop. This stuff is very fine, just like glitter. In fact, it has glitter in it, I'm sure. That's all we should need that paper for. Noisy. There it goes. Can you see her shiny? All right. And this lady is going to have some, whoops, not with that end, red hair. Now I'm going to do this. Oh, I want to use this paper one more time. I'm going to put something right here. There we go. And let me just get a little outline here, maybe. But I have got to put an eye up here. Oh, she looks sort of silly. You don't really see her face anyway. It's her hair hangs down in front of it. Anybody realize what I did? Y'all should be familiar with that look. See, where's the other ones? Okay, I put this little lady together. I didn't make you watch. I did lighten up her mask a little bit because it was kind of overpowering her head. But isn't she adorable? And in the inside it says the same thing. As you slide down the banister of life, may the splinters never point the wrong way. Happy St. Patrick's Day. But then there's a little PS down here. And it says, tell me the truth. Does this mask make me look fat? So I thought that was so appropriate for the wonderful masks that we all wear. She's playing by the rules. Don't know how she's going to drink that martini, but she's playing by the rules. So that's it. That's my 2 cards for March. 2 St. Patrick's Day cards for 2 girlfriends that I'll be putting in the mail probably in the next couple of days. So hope you enjoyed them. it's just fun to put things together. And you know, it's doesn't take but time, and we all have a little extra of that right now. So enjoy, and I'll see you Sunday for our first breakfast casserole. And until then, play by the rules. Wear your mask, just like her. Wash your hands. Keep your distance. If you're here for the first time and want to come back and subscribe, please hit the subscribe button and the bell. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Leave your comments. I love comments. And I'll see you Sunday. Until then, everybody, play nice now. See you then. Love you. Bye-bye.